In this video, we're going to talk about how to knit two stitches together so that they lean either to the right or to the left. And this is the quick example. Just a reminder, I knit in combination Continental or Eastern European granny style, and that's the style I'll be using to show you the basics, and this is the style I use basically to knit my entire wardrobe. Today we will focus on how to make your stitches lean in different directions, and we will take a closer look at stitch anatomy, probably the most important part of this topic. As an example, we'll create these diagonal lines, but keep in mind that this technique, knitting the two togethers, works for decreases and also as design element in lace knitting chart, but we're not gonna dive too deep into that. Just let's see what makes this stitch to lean this way or this way. If I wanted to make a very short video, I would just show this. I would go two together through the back loop, make one stitch, and this is the two together, they decrease, leaning to the left. And let's make a few more stitches, just regular ones. And if I wanted the decrease to go this way, the stitches to lean to the right, I would just turn the stitches, return them back to the left knitting needle, and go through the front loop together. That's it. So I've got this one, and these are two together leaning to the left, and these ones are two together leaning to the right. And I could have stopped here, and if that's what you wanted to know, you can also stop there. But today, let me dive a little bit deeper into this topic so that you can figure out what actually happens when you knit two together, or when you need to turn those two stitches and go through a different leg of the stitch. So let's say I want another decrease, and I want the stitches to lean to the left. Okay, I'm just gonna make some more regular stitches. So we've got two stitches. I want this decrease, these two together, to lean to the left. How to understand which goes where? You see, this left stitch, it wants to hide behind this right stitch. You know, when the left one wants to be covered, it kind of wants to pull the right stitch to the left. This is how the incline goes to the left. The right stitch, the left stitch. If I go through the back loop, it's very, very obvious. This left stitch is hidden by the right one. This left pulled the stitch on its side. So the incline goes to the left. Okay, let's make a few more stitches and continue the other way. I had these stitches knit together, and this stitch goes to the right. So here we have this right stitch that wants to hide under this left one. So the left stitch kind of pops in front, and this right stitch needs to hide behind it. So if we look at the stitch anatomy, what happens? See, it kind of turned this way, but we need this stitch to turn this way, see, to hide the right one and to lean to the right. Okay, so we need both stitches to look kind of that way, so the right so the left stitch hides the right one. I figured out how to turn the stitch so that we have this not twisted stitch, a nice one, okay, that hides the one behind it. And see what's going on? This line goes further to the right because I continued those decreases to the right. Now let's say we forgot what to do here, and okay, I did something with the turn in the stitches and I had this diagonal line going like this. Should I turn the stitches? I just forgot. What should I do? If I turn the stitches and go through the front loop, see, it instantly creates this mess. We had a nice diagonal line going to the left, but here it's so obvious it goes to the right. It shouldn't go like that. I don't like it. So this is why I need to continue this diagonal line. I need to hide the left one under or behind the right stitch. So what happens here? I just turned my stitches, and if I go like this, there will be mess. So I need to turn this one back. If I go through the back loop, yeah, it will be nice. What if I didn't turn this one? Oh my god, it creates a mess. See, the stitch is twisted. I don't want that. It was a mistake. So what do I want here? I want both stitches to look the same way, and I want these stitches to be hidden behind the right one, and I need them together. These stitches disappear under the dominant ones. Okay, now let's take a look at the right side. So we have our diagonal line right here, and what happens if we just knit this together through the back loop? It creates a mess. Okay, we had all these leaning to the right, and this one leans to the left. It's obvious. See, it goes to the left. I don't want that. So I frog it, and I want this stitch to kind of dominate over this one. So if I go through this loop, this stitch will be twisted. So I have to turn those carefully. Okay, return them so that they are not twisted, and this stitch hides the right one. This one is not twisted. This one is nice also. Okay, and we have this obvious line. Now what happens if we need to do the same reduction on the purl side? If I want this line to keep on going to the right on the knit side, I need to figure out which stitch hides which behind. Okay, so if purling normally, I would go like this. Let's see what happens. So basically what I've done here, I just purled the way I purl for this style. Just purl two together. Let's turn to the knit side and see what happens. And the miracle happens, because this is exactly what I wanted. This diagonal line goes to the right, and this stitch is hidden behind this one. This stitch dominates and nothing is twisted. Everything is great right here. Okay, let's see what happens here. So I'm going on the purl side. Okay, this is about where reduction should happen. Okay, this stitch, it's this one, because I want the line to go this way. Turn my work back to the purl side. Let's see what happens if I just purl these two together. I just purled these two together, and let's turn the work and see. This is not what I want, because now this stitch, the right one, dominates. The left one dominates over the right one. I don't want that. I want this line to keep on going. I want this stitch to hide. Yeah, like this. I want it like this. This stitch needs to dominate to keep the line going the way I want. Okay, so let's undo it. And let's go back to the purl side and see what should I do. Okay, so this stitch, it's this one, right? And I want this stitch to dominate. I need this one to be hidden under this one. Let's see what we can do. This one needs to be hidden, okay? And this one should dominate. So I hide this little one kind of behind this stitch. And now I purl these together. Let's see what happens on the knit side. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. So this one hides behind this one. I'll finish this row. I'll do it once again. But while I'm doing this, just to repeat, who need to understand what exactly is going on, how the stitch goes, how the legs of the stitch go. We need to know why. When we know why, we know how. Okay, so let's go to the purl side once again. Okay, let's see how the line goes. So the line goes here. So I want this one to hide. I want this one to hide. Okay, so let's hide it. Just purl two together, because the dominant stitch does its job. And what do I need here? I just look at the knit side. Okay, what's going on? This is the dominant stitch and I want this one to be hidden. Okay, let's hide it. Let's hide it. So somehow I need to purl these two together, but this one, I want this one to dominate here. Okay, then how do I make this one to stand out on the knit side? Just hide the one that needs to be hidden manually. I just manually switch the places. This is already hidden. I just need to do the rest of the purl stitch. Okay, I just hide it. And on the knit side, it just goes as it should go. I mean, as I want it to go. Okay, I hope it makes sense. And thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos.